It's a Florida Main Express. It's a flying flamingo. Better known as Silver Airways, originating airline that flies the ATR42s and 72s around Florida, the Caribbean, and even some in the Southeast. They operate some of the longest turboprop flights in America to places such as Greensboro, South Carolina, and even Nashville up in the Midwest. What's going on, guys? Casey Flair here. Today we'll be taking a Silver Airways ATR42 from here in Orlando, where we left off last time, up to Pensacola. Checking in online was relatively straightforward. They had me do all the usual terms and conditions, followed by the management field to the JetBlue and United partnership. This is then followed by prompts and documentation for international travel. Lastly, your seat assignments are all confirmed and your boarding pass PDF is good to go. Unfortunately, I don't think getting it to your phone wallet is possible, so you are left with the PDF. The line at Starbucks back there is pretty long, and I pulled out pretty much an all-nighter here. So yeah, I need sleep and caffeine if I want to do this airline review. So yeah, plan B, newsstand. How's it going?
Good, how you doing?
I'm okay, thank you.
Good. Paying cash or card?
Card.
Cards are over here.
Perfect, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect, thank you. Alright, for some reason I thought that Hudson News would have bottled Starbucks drinks, but I just opted for a ginger ale right here. There we go. Somewhat. Yeah, I just kind of felt in the mood for a ginger ale. I am slowly waking up anyway, so I guess that's a good thing. The inbound aircraft is about 10 minutes out, so it'll then land, park, and shut down and deplane. Then hopefully after that we will board. The other funny thing is that on my boarding pass, boarding time is 10:55, and then the scheduled arrival for the inbound is 11. So yeah, the inbound is scheduled to get in before boarding. So yeah, not quite sure how we're gonna board when there's no inbound to board on before that's scheduled to get in. So that's kind of quirky on Silver's part. But yeah, anyway, just gonna sit here for another few minutes and watch the inbound get in. And it wasn't long until I saw my 5-year-old ATR42 600 rolling that would take me up to Pensacola. Then before all three to Vector with Silver Bridge and Silver Airways back in August of 2019. Alright, the aircraft is here. Boarding is just a bit delayed due to the late inbound. So hopefully they can finish cleaning up the aircraft and get us all good to go and get us on board and make up at least some time in the air. I have about 5-6 hours in Pensacola before I have to get on my Southwest flight back to St. Louis. But anyway, the boarding the aircraft here in Orlando looks pretty fun. We're going to be going down a jet bridge, then a ramp off the jet bridge, and then walking airside on the ramp off to the airplane, and then boarding via stairs in the back, which is going to be really fun, and then walk from the back to the front. That's us. Yeah, so as I was saying, boarding the ATR is kind of funky because since they have the cargo hold in the front of the aircraft, where they have that one big container where everyone's bags go, we're going to be going down a jet bridge and then down a ramp onto the ramp, as in like the tarmac, the pavement. So we're going to be walking on that airside and then following cones kind of around to the back of the aircraft. Alright, ATR time! I headed down the jet bridge onto the ramp and onto the other ramp. Sure, we'll call it that. When we were on the plane and we were all stopped for a few minutes. I'm okay, thank you. It then wasn't long till the boarding continued and made my hack up to seat 3F. 3F has a width of 18 and an amazing pitch of 33. You don't get much for amenities other than a tray table, a nice snug seat back pocket, and a coat hook. Alright, here we are in seat 3F. We got the APU running out there. And but you see the wing walkers too. Dimming the lights also, getting ready to get us pushed back out of here. Great seat overall. pretty good legroom. No in-seat power though, unfortunately, because it is almost a 2-hour flight. And when the flights up to, Greensboro and Nashville are going to be pushing like another 2 and 3 hours. So kind of a shame that they don't have in-seat power or Wi-Fi. Maybe they'll get it down the road, maybe they won't. But for a small turboprop, ATR42, I'm not going to complain. And after a delay of just over 15 minutes, we made our way back, fired up our 2 PW turboprop engines to contact departure out of Orlando.
Your flight 68 with service to Orlando. Pensacola, sorry. Once again, welcome on board. Your flight is under the command of Captain Mark, First Officer Dennis. My name is Stephanie, here for your safety. The altitude is 16,000 feet, and the time will be 1 hour and 55 minutes. As a reminder, there's no smoking on any Silver Airways flight. This includes the use of e-cigarettes or vaping device of any kind.
Alright, airborne out of Orlando. We're cruising pretty low for the first little bit of the flight at around 18,000 feet. So pretty low initially, but then a little bit ago we rocketed back up, and now we're coming back up to what will probably be our final cruising altitude. But yeah, after departure, the one flight that we have came through with a very, very small drink service, a single 8-ounce bottle of water that you gave out to everyone in the cabin, and then that followed by just a trash run. So about that, I don't know if that's going to be all we're getting. I don't know if there's going to be a food or snack service later on, because this flight's pushing 2 hours, so maybe there's going to be something later on in terms of like another beverage run or a snack run or something like that. Maybe this would be the only sort of service of anything on this flight, but I don't know. We'll see. Maybe there's stuff on the longer flights that they run up to like Nashville and Greensboro. But yeah, I don't know. You know as much as I do, possibly more, if you've seen a review on Silver Airways. Because when I do my reviews, I tend to avoid watching other people's reviews so I can go into them not knowing what to expect. But yeah, we'll see what we get as time progresses, and just enjoy looking at our beautiful, beautiful turboprop outside. Reached our final cruising altitude here of, I'm gonna guess 28,000 feet. I don't have a flight tracker or full flight or anything like that, so nothing to help me out with the cruising altitude. But yeah, I'm gonna guess high 20s, 28,000, call it that for now. I'll have a probably subtext on the screen of what it actually was. But yeah, it's been pretty turbulent on and off throughout the flight, mostly in the clouds, just due to the unstable air. It's a super unstable atmosphere just to the north of us, just by judging off of all of the vertical motion going on over there. Pretty unstable air. So yeah, that's gonna lead to us getting thrown around a fair bit. So yeah, it's probably gonna continue like that going on because we're going over some more pretty fun-looking clouds down there, to say the least. So yeah, we were delayed a little bit out of Orlando just due to the late inbound aircraft, about a half hour out of Orlando just from the late inbound aircraft, and also it was pretty congested down there too. It took us a solid like 15 minutes to get taxi clearance out after pushback. So that was fun too. But yeah, after that we got our clearance, taxied out, departed, and yeah, here we are now.
Will be coming through the aisle to collect all remaining service items and any.
Alright, making our final descent down into Pensacola. I got a little bit of sleep actually during that time lapse. Several seconds of it. I was like half asleep. It was doing that thing where your body kind of almost falls asleep and then kind of thinks you're somewhere else a lot, but you're like half asleep, 3/4 of asleep, and you sometimes a little bit get like a few seconds of it in. But anyway, yeah, we're on our final descent down into Pensacola. So I'm going to take this time to talk about the Raleigh rating scale, which is how I rate my flights at the end of every airline review. Jumping right in the rating, the service was a 9 out of 10. The flight attendant was very cheerful and took great care of us. The MCO ground staff did a great job of the turnaround and getting us out as soon as possible. The one thing that wasn't so great was the snack service and the single 8-ounce bottle of water with no snacks at all. The cleanliness gets a 9.5 out of 10. For being my first ATR flight, the cabin was absolutely beautiful. It was clean except for the fact that one of my windows were dirty, so that left me to only film with the front one, but other than that, it was perfectly clean. The Wi-Fi gets a 0 out of 10. There wasn't a streaming network available, so unfortunately, we are going to be disconnected for that. The food gets a 0 out of 10. The food was a massive letdown. I was expecting at least a small pack of edible content such as peanuts or a cookie you'd see on other regional carriers. As I mentioned in the past, food is one of the things that look most foods when I try these new airlines, and Silver was a massive letdown in that aspect. The entertainment gets a 4 out of 10. There wasn't no Wi-Fi, so you're left with downloaded content. There wasn't any sit-back literature either that you could look through, but the view out the window with the prop and the various land terrain and the clouds was really fun and about the only good thing that Silver's entertainment had going for it. The seat gets a 9.5 out of 10. It was a nice seat. I was surprised by the legroom and I got to stretch out. As I mentioned, I was able to get a little bit of rest in, and the comfort of the seat made it pretty easy to relax. The point 5 I'm docking off is me being picky about the lack of USB or NC power to keep the battery charged. On the longer flights further north, it isn't a big thing for a 4060 ATR42, so make sure to charge it before the flight or bring a portable charger with you. So the overall Raleigh rating for this flight is going to be a 5.3 out of 10. Was it worth the $70 I paid? As an av geek never been on an ATR, 100% yes. The other thing that's worth mentioning is if you're like me and like to film your flights to use the window shade to hold your phone in place for a long period of time, then it's going to be difficult. The clearance between the shade and the window was just barely enough to hold your phone in place with no case on it, and that made it difficult to tuck your phone in completely and make the window shade cover it. But since that's an ATR thing, I'm not going to penalize Silver for that. Oh, see ya. Thank you.
Thank you for
Have
coming.
a good one.
An amazing day.
Bye.
You're very welcome.
How's it going? Good. Alright, down here in Pensacola, there's the ATR that brought us up here, November 403 Sierra Vector. Final thoughts on Silver. It was fun. If you're an av geek, wanted to get on it for the fact that it's an ATR, then I'd say go for it. Super fun time boarding airside from the ramp, super fun. Boarding from the back, going forward. Having that Q400 feel is coming from me because I was such a big Alaska Q400 simp when they were around. So having that turboprop Q400 vibes, amazing, totally worth it. But Silver as an airline, gotta be honest, I listened the rating kind of lame because all they had for service was that water and like no USBs. The USB thing is fine because it's a smaller turboprop. but like more snack service than just the water they gave. Because if you're gonna have like the 2-3 hour flights up to like Nashville and Greensboro, out of Florida, then it would be nice to have something more than that. But yeah, also I apologize for the lack of cockpit visit in this video, just due to the placing of the cockpit. We were boarding, going back and out, opposed to just going forward and out by the cockpit. So yeah, yes, normally I would because it would be more convenient that way, but yeah, not today because I'm going back away from the cockpit and out that way. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed my review on Silver Airways as much as I did flying the ATR, and I hope to see you guys on my next adventure. Bye for now.